perfect. Right there, guys.
And Miss Grace right here, that smile, McKenna. And one more time. McKenna, just turn your shoulders this way a little more, please.
Left shoulder. McKenna, please over your left shoulder.
And one more time, McKenna right here. And Mason right here, please. Here, sir. Mason, right here.
Mason, one more time. Ladies, Allison. Ladies, everyone this way.
Gentlemen, if you don't mind, just guys on your right. Everybody on your right.
And gentlemen together right here. Everybody in the middle, right here. Everybody in the middle, right here. Scott, Miss Grace, switch there. Scott, please, just on the right side. And Allison, whatever. And Allison, one last over, Allison.
All the way out. Let's see you out.
And Miss Williams on the right side, Allison.
It's such an honor, honestly. Like, I love her books so much because she writes characters so three-dimensionally and she's so good at plot and story. And so, yeah, it's an honor to be contributing something to the Hooververse for sure. But it's also intimidating to be like, this is Morgan, this is Jonah, this is Clara, this is Miller. So we humbly submit this to the Hooververse. We hope you approve. I think you will. We tried really hard.
I mean, honestly, that was the easiest part. I mean, me and McKenna, from the first time meeting her, I met her like a year in advance before filming, and I've never clicked with something like that in my life. It was just so easy. So the fact we got to, and I feel like going into a job like this, normally it's somebody you've never met before, so it can be a little awkward and kind of going through the motions. But with McKenna, it was so easy, and we just had a lot of fun. So getting to do it with her was special.
It was pretty great. I mean, get a load of this guy. He's pretty charming. It was very fun to get to do this like kind of romance film with him, especially because Mason was like my best friend for ages before shooting. So, you know, sometimes films or things like this with the romance aspects, or I guess also the drama and the trauma and the grief of it all is also so scary to portray and to perform, but it's nice to be able to do it with somebody that you're so comfortable with and feel so safe with. So, you know, this was such a beautiful experience all around, but it was also so wonderful. Nobody I would have rather done it with.
And Dave right here.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think our director, Josh Boone, he really directed us in a way where he wanted everything to feel very subtle and real and grounded and not lean into the melodrama. Like, everything's there, just play it real. And, like, you know, his guiding light were directors like Cameron Crowe. I think about movies like Jerry Maguire or Almost Famous or Say Anything. And those movies, they kind of have a little bit of everything. They got the drama, they got the tears, they got the humor, they got just the relatable characters that just feel true to life.
Just one more time right here. You'll sign me there. 1, 2.
I just think there are very few movies in theaters today that are about people. There's a lot of spectacle, and I like all that stuff, but I'd love a little bit more variety, like when I was younger and there were 5 movies that came out every week that were a different genre. That Colleen Hoover is such a megastar allows us to put a movie in theaters about a family, about parents and children, about love, about regrets, about all that. That's cool. That's a superpower she has, that like you couldn't write an original script like this and get it out in a theater like this. Colleen Hoover, she is our vehicle for this.
It's vital, you know. It was like, it only works if you're on the ride with us, if you're feeling what we're feeling, whether you agreed with it or not. And some of these characters make decisions that I think most people disagree with over the course of the movie. So I feel like, yeah, it's just one of those very human stories. It's just about the biggest things that come up for people emotionally.
I mean, it genuinely is. I mean, every single character, it's what drew me to it in the first place, is it's just so real. And all these characters make mistakes, and they're not villains for it, they're just people at the end of the day. And I think that's why so many people, no matter what age you are, you can just put yourself in anybody's shoes and just relate.
The chemistry? God, extensive work. It was so difficult to have chemistry with him. It was the easiest thing I've ever done. I mean, like I said, it definitely helped that I knew Mason for so long beforehand, before shooting, but I feel like even if we met each other just on the day, like it would have been the exact same result. We've always just like clicked, so honestly we didn't have to do much, but we did go through the script a million times before shooting, so I don't know. It just happened.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's also a big responsibility. You know, there's huge fans of the book out there, and so we wanted to honor that. And for me, stepping into this role, I felt comfortable because this character is actually closer to who I am than maybe any other role I've ever played, and so that allowed me to kind of be free and just bring some of myself to it.
I think everything I've ever made is a coming-of-age movie. My first movie was called Stuck in Love, and it was with Jennifer Connelly and 𝘧𝘢𝘠𝘠𝘠, and they are parents to teenage kids. And it sort of tells their stories simultaneously. So this one's not that far off from that one, and it also is about that moment in a teenager's life where they realize that their parents are fallible and human, and have an inner life that they don't know about, and have made huge sacrifices for their children that the kids don't know about. You know, it was sort of that. I guess that was what grabbed me about it. Fantastic, he's so great. I loved him so much in Black Phone because Steve King's son, Joe Hill, wrote that. So I was already invested as a longtime fan and friend. So I was already wanted him. We really didn't want anybody else. We got the best actors you could possibly hope for a film like this.
I just think that it's never too late to make a choice that's going to make this life worth living. And that comes with a lot of privilege. We aren't always in a position to be able to choose your way out of a bad situation. Sometimes you get to be the agent of choice, sometimes it's thrust upon you. But the movie just invites people to think about the decisions they've made, where they are in life, and how they feel about it.
It was the most special thing I've probably done in my career yet. Yeah.
We could use some hope for sure, and I think that's why people will respond to this movie is like, I don't know, just speaking for me, the types of films and TV shows that I'm seeking out, it's a little harder to go to that darker stuff right now just because of what's going on in the world, and so something like this, it's nice to just walk out of the theater, feel some hope, feel some catharsis, and just like kind of feel a little bit lighter.